So like I promised, I'm going to do a video that shows you how I made the tree in the background. And like the title says, this is about using the Worldedit brush. And it's very, very useful. I use it all the time. So let's suppose we have our property out here. I'm just going to do this real quick just for fun. Suppose I'm making a property like that over there, and I got, oops, oh, that's not how it worked. I meant to do outline 18:4. Huh? Didn't I say outline? Oh no, walls. I meant walls. Okay, we got that property, and then we put in the grass. Place grass with grass, 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 gravel. Okay, now we want to get our brush. So what we do is we come and get any of the pickaxes. Okay, so our first pickaxe, I believe it's only one backslash, brush, sphere. Then the material, we're going to do oak. And then the size. For this, I prefer 1. You can do it 1 through 6. You know, I can do 3 or 4. Each one gets bigger. 6 is the max. 1 is the minimum. We're going to do 1. Now the other one, this will be brush. Brush. Sphere. 18:4. Now 18:4 means oak leaves that don't decay. 1. Okay. So we take our wand, our new pickaxe brush, and we just right click. And we can do it from however far away. So you saw how I made that. Well, I'll show it again. It was just brush, sphere, oak, 1. And we can make it bigger by going up to 6 if you want. So we'll go ahead and we just start clicking randomly. See? And we can start making our tree. Look how fast this is. You can give it a big root that goes up in the air if you want. Isn't that weird? Fill it in a little bit more. Maybe we'll make the branches come out here like this. Okay, so like that, we're already done with the tree, branches. Now we come to our other brush, which is the leaves. And we click like this. We first go by outlining where the leaves will be, so we'll just go like this, and who cares if it erases some of the oak blocks? No big deal. Just start filling it in. I'm going to do the top. I always do the bottom last. Sometimes I don't even do the bottom because it makes a nice area for a tree house. Now I've learned while doing this that it's best not to try to click too fast. Sometimes you'll accidentally make a big mistake. If you do make a mistake, just type in undo. However times you need to do it. That was, by the way, with 2 backslashes. When you do the brush, you use 1 backslash, but when you're using undo, it's 2 backslashes. Okay, so done the top. Now we come in and fill the bottom. Well, see, if you do it too close, for some reason it places it down twice. So sometimes it's good to know not to get too close to where you're putting down things with your brush. I've also learned when you're doing trees and tree leaves, don't make things too circular or too perpendicular. It's good to be uneven and random. It looks more realistic. Oh, see? I actually just accidentally put leaves up there. See how far reaching this brush is? That's why you gotta be careful. Okay. So we just put down a tree. That part kind of looks funny. Should we try to put down like extra? This is probably going to look terrible. I'm just doing this for fun. You can actually do this to make really good looking palm trees. Giant palm trees. Whoa, okay, so that didn't work. Undo. Oop. So yeah, I've gotten pretty fast at doing that. Okay. Well, we were just goofing off. So that's how you do that part of the brush. Now, you can use the brush also for adding terrain. And you can reuse a brush, or, yeah, just rename it something else. So we're going to do brush, sphere, stone. Let's do 6. Now, this other brush is not going to put anything down. This is going to be to smooth out terrain. Let's see if I can remember. Brush, smooth, 6. Is that right? Okay. So, we're going to put down some terrain. You know, making a little mountain right here. And initially, just a bunch of spheres doesn't look so good. That's why we got to use our smooth brush tool. We're just laying this in so we can work with it in a little bit. Yeah, just add a bunch there. Right? Like it? Okay, good. That's going to be our little mountain area. Okay. Now we take our brush and we just start smoothing it out to make it look more like a mountain. I'm just holding down the right click. And again, you can undo this with the undo function if you need to. I use this all the time for adventure maps. All the time. You know, I'll use World Painter initially, but if I need to add something in later, I can use Worldedit and just use this brush tool. And just gets rid of that sphere look. Okay, so just put in a tiny little mountain area. Just like that, using the brush tool. See how useful that is? I sometimes even use it to make some cool alien figures. This is kind of how I made the... what was it called? I can't even remember the adventure map I made. It was a sci-fi space one. I used these and made schematics out of it, and then used World Painter to paint a bunch of these in as trees. But see, I started making cool formations like this and then smooth it out a little bit here and there. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. If you don't like what you did, just hit the undo button. Oh, that actually looks kind of cool. Look at the smooth did right there. Of course, I don't like a block floating in the middle of nowhere. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, who cares? I'll just use it. Yeah, I just made like these stone monoliths. Can you imagine alien world? We have a bunch of these. Isn't that cool looking? Maybe you can put a treasure chest up there with a bunch of diamond or something. Those willing to go all the way to the top are rewarded. Pretty cool, eh? Now also, you can use it for tunneling. So instead of using an object item, let's do brush, sphere, let's do 2. Let's make it air. Oh, brush, sphere, air. Let's make it 2. Sorry, I didn't do it right. Okay, let me do that again because I did that too quick. Brush, sphere, air. Well, let's do 3 actually. Okay, so I used air, and now I can use the brush to tunnel. Now, I do this all the time also for adventure maps or when I'm making movies and then make a quick mine shaft. Instead of using TNT, I'll use this. You can even use the brush tool to smooth it out the inside if you need to, so it doesn't look so spherical. But yeah, you can tunnel through mountains really quick. Whoa, that was weird. Yeah, and if you did it, at 6, it'd be even bigger. So those are just a couple of fun things you can do with a brush tool. That's kind of actually the gist of what I use it mostly for. There are other things, but they're not as important or useful. They're still cool, but I just don't use them much. I showed you the things that are most important to me, that I use all the time for movies and adventure maps. So that's how you use those, and just to make things easier, I'm going to put some of those commands for the brushes in the description below, so you can just copy and paste them. But anyways, that's how you use the Worldedit brushes.